Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Southeast Florida High School Sports Awards, brought to you by the Palm Beach Post, in partnership with Baptist Health.
We are compassionate. We are community. We are your neighbors. We are always innovating. We are dedicated to making South Florida healthier. We are healthcare that cares. We are Baptist Health.
Talent will always be found. It doesn't matter where you play or where you're from. When you have talent, people will find you.
Some of the biggest names in the world of sports come together to honor the best high school athletes in the country. Alex Morgan, Katie Ledecky, Aaron Rodgers, Sue Bird, Shaquille O'Neal.
Now do you know my name? Yeah, you know, do you know my name? You know, my name is Fire, Fury, Power. My name is Legend. Yeah, you know, do you know my name? Let's go. My name is Legend.
It's a celebration of athletic excellence from those who know it best. Here are your hosts, Heisman Trophy winner and ESPN analyst Desmond Howard, and the host of NFL Live and SEC Nation, Laura Rutledge.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the show. Tonight, we get to celebrate one of the most passionate and exciting groups in all of sports, the high school athlete.
That's right, Laura. An incredible list of all-star talent has signed on to help recognize these amazing men and women. We're talking Aaron Rodgers, Alex Morgan, Chipper Jones, Sue Bird, Katie Ledecky, and the big man himself, Shaquille O'Neal.
I love it. You know, I actually think it's illegal these days to have a sports award without Shaq in it.
I think you're right.
So I'm glad he's on board for our show tonight.
Of course, and the Diesel has something in common with everyone else on this show. At one point or another, we all went to high school.
True, and while the time since high school has been a while, for some more than others, we all still remember the hopes and dreams and even the challenges of that memorable time in our lives.
And tonight, we all return to high school to cover a lot of sports and give out a lot of awards. If two people showed up to cheer for it, and those two people were your parents, we're celebrating it tonight.
So ditch the backpacks and summer reading lists and forget about that pop quiz you bombed in third period French last semester. It's time to celebrate some of the best high school athletes in the area.
Of course, none of this would be possible without the generous support of our sponsors.
And you can't have a celebration this big without a little flexing going on. That's why we have sports broadcaster Abby Labar keeping an eye on the land of the humble brag.
Thanks, Laura. And speaking of bragging, we know you love to, and we love to see it. So tag us in your social posts, share photos and videos from your own celebrations using tonight's hashtags. Posts on Instagram or Twitter will be shown on the social media feed on the show website. And we'd like to thank Duffy's Sports Grill for hosting the official watch party for the show. We hope you have enjoyed celebrating with your friends, family, and teammates. Okay, so we know every award show needs a red carpet, and lucky for us, two former college football players agreed to host ours tonight. If you don't know them as football players, well, you probably know them better from another little gig they had. The Bachelorette and The Bachelor, my friends Tyler Cameron and Matt James.
Thanks, Abby. Matt and I are so excited to be here. We got out, got dressed up, and stepped into our freshest kicks to walk the red carpet.
Wait, are those my shoes?
Bro, you put them in my closet. I'm wearing them now.
Tonight we get a chance to salute some show-out high school athletes. So who's handing out the roses? The awards tonight.
Careful now. We talked about this and we let that go. We were playing sports long before our bachelor days, so we know how exciting this must be for you.
But tonight's not about us. It's about the athletes of today, the records they're breaking, the bars they're raising, and the names we'll be reading and remembering in the future.
So whether or not you win tonight, just know you've already proven to be a top athlete. So congratulations, this red carpet is all for you.
Thanks, guys. I don't know about you, Desmond, but I'm ready to start giving these kids some of their hard-earned awards.
Hey, let's do it. We're going to kick things off in the pool. Here to help us dive right in is one of the most decorated female swimmers in U.S. history, the legendary Katie Ledecky.
Katie Ledecky burst on the competitive swimming scene at 15 years old. At the London Olympics, she took home the gold and the first of many Olympic medals. She's added 4 more golds, 15 world championships, 2 NCAA titles, and a whole bunch of freestyle world records. The recent Stanford grad is back in the pool, training for Tokyo.
Hey everybody, Katie Ledecky talking to all you swimmers and divers out there. I know a lot of the world puts us all together in one big group because we spend half of our time in the pool and the other half of the time trying to get chlorine out of our hair. But we are a very diverse group. Divers launch themselves off of boards and platforms of varying heights, and swimmers employ a bunch of different strokes and distances, each with its own unique demands. That's why I'm here. So I can speak to all of you individuals and tell you the key to success in your water world is to always, always, always keep moving forward. Except, of course, anyone who competes in backstroke or performs back dives. That advice would be very bad for you. You guys keep going backward. That sounded weird. I'm gonna go back in the pool. I'll leave all you divers to your diving and your backstrokers to your backstroking. I'll see you later. Here are the honorees for the Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Julia Podkoshelny of Pinecrest School.
Julia Podkoshelny helped lead Pinecrest to the program's first back-to-back state championship titles in 30 years. The sophomore successfully defended her Class 2A state titles in the 200-yard individual medley and 100-yard backstroke. She was also part of the winning 200 medley relay and 200 free relay teams to cap off her standout season.
Congratulations, Julia. Here are the honorees for the Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Joshua Zukowski of the King's Academy.
Joshua Zukowski helped lead the King's Academy to a program best runner-up finish in the Class 1A state championships. The junior recorded personal best times while winning his second straight 200-yard individual medley medal and third straight 100-yard backstroke title. Zukowski was part of championship-winning 200 medley and 400 freestyle relays and anchored the King's Academy's program while the team was without 2 top swimmers due to injury and transfer.
Congratulations, Joshua.
If you had to name the sport that most pro athletes choose to play when they're not at their paying gig, it would have to be golf. It doesn't mean they're good at it, but it doesn't mean they're as bad as Charles Barkley either. But we decided to tap someone who makes their living driving for show and putting for dough. Here's Ryan Palmer with the Golf Awards.
4-time champion Ryan Palmer is no stranger to success. On the PGA Tour, where every week is a battle of attrition, he's taken home 4 tour victories, 11 runners-up, 67 top 10 finishes, including 2 in the majors.
Hey all you golfers out there. PGA Tour winner Ryan Palmer here to hand out the golf awards. But before I do, I want to point out something about golf compared to other sports. Listen, I get it. There's no buzzer beating golf. No one is throwing the ball 100 miles an hour at you, and no one is going to smash into you at the top of your swing and throw you to the ground. That's all true, but there's something awesome about golf that you can't find in a lot of other sports. If you've got a couple of hours to spare, you can play on the same courses that Tiger, Phil, myself, Annika and MB, or even Rory and DJ play on. Try shooting hoops with your friends at Madison Square Garden, or play 9 innings at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Let's hear it for the game of golf, where legendary venues are open to all. Here are your honorees for the Female Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Female Golfer of the Year is Kelly Shanahan of American Heritage School.
Kelly Shanahan's junior season had no shortage of accolades as she won the Class 2A state championship in a playoff, rolling in a 40-foot putt for the win. Shanahan helped lead the American Heritage girls golf team to its 3rd championship in 4 years and finished as one of the top-ranked golfers in the state of Florida. Shanahan's campaign also included tying for 2nd at regionals.
Congratulations, Kelly. Here are your honorees for the Male Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Male Golfer of the Year is Luke Clanton of American Heritage School.
Luke Clanton won his 2nd Class 2A individual state championship in 3 years during his junior season with American Heritage. Clanton led the Patriots to a 2nd-place finish as a team in the state tournament, claimed victory in the regional championship, and tied a Broward County record with a round of 64. Though he has 1 more year left, Clanton has given a verbal commitment to Florida State University to continue his golf career.
Congratulations, Luke.
Carrie Walsh Jennings here. Stick around. Volleyball's coming up soon.
Are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
All right, let's get some apps.
Let's do it.
It's as easy as that. Let us refill for you.
There you go, guys.
Wow, that was so fast. Thank you so much.
All right, cheers, guys.
Hey, I'll be right back. Okay.
No one likes waiting in long lines or missing the big moments.
Did I miss anything? No. That was quick. I know, right?
Do you want a beer? Yeah.
We're making it easier for you to get back to what you love without missing a single minute. Refill.
Did I miss anything?
A lot of sports have similar concepts and equipment, boundaries, balls, and scoreboards, name a few. But there are 2 that make use of sand. One is golf, where it's to be avoided, and the other is beach volleyball, where it's embraced in all its gritty glory. Here to lend a hand with our volleyball awards is someone who knows achieving greatness is no day at the beach, Carrie Walsh Jennings.
Carrie Walsh Jennings, also known as 6 Feet of Sunshine, is covered in Olympic gold. The 42-year-old SoCal standout is the most decorated beach volleyball player in Olympic history. She and her former teammate Misty May Traynor won 3 gold medals and 5 world championships, earning the title the greatest beach volleyball team of all time.
Hey everybody, Carrie Walsh Jennings here. I know this looks like a volleyball, but in reality, it's a ticket to your future. Because the lessons you learn hitting this sucker around will come in handy down the road. Things like teamwork, determination, goal setting. You're going to need all of those skills. And then, They're all the friends you make with this. Ones you'll have for the rest of your life. Priceless. So don't think of it as just a volleyball. Think of it as your secret weapon for success. Here are your honorees for the Female Volleyball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Female Volleyball Player of the Year is Saskia Hernandez of Westminster Christian High School.
Saskia Hernandez proved to be one of the most powerful hitters in the prep volleyball scene this season, as she earned top billing as the Southeast Volleyball Player of the Year. Following in her sister's footsteps, the 5'9" senior led Westminster Christian School to the Class 3A championship before losing for the first time this season to Trinity Catholic. She is headed to NC State next as a libero.
Congratulations, Saskia. And now for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Volleyball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Male Volleyball Player of the Year is Denzel Madrigal of Miami Senior High School.
Miami High School reached the boys volleyball state playoffs for just the second time in school history and first time in 17 years. And Denzel Madrigal was a big reason why. The 6'4" middle hitter blossomed into one of the top players in Miami-Dade County, posting 264 kills on the season. He had 13 kills in Miami's hard-fought loss to South Broward in the state quarterfinals.
Congratulations, Denzel.
There are some athletes today who have been so dominant, you only have to say their first name for everyone to know who you're talking about. They become celebrities, giants of their sport.
That's right. Our next presenter was an athlete like that during her long career. She made her mark as a teenager, practically ruled at Wimbledon, and was still taking home major titles at the age of 49. The name Navratilova will be in the record books for years to come. But for so many of us, all you have to say is Martina.
Martina Navratilova is one of the most dominant players to ever swing a racket. Born in the former Czechoslovakia, the former world #1, claimed 18 Grand Slam singles titles, added to her 31 doubles and 10 mixed doubles. 59 major titles are the most by any player, male or female, in the Open era.
Hey everybody, Martina Navratilova here. To tell you that you picked a great sport to play in high school. Because it's a sport that you can play your whole life. I mean, look at me. I'm still out there on the court all the time, playing for hours, and I'm like 60. Never mind, you can see by my hair how old I am. My hair is thinning, but anyway, I don't know why I did that. Because you guys can just Google my name and kind of figure out how old I am and then Instagram me about it, whatever. Anyway, all the effort that you are putting in now, it can pay dividends well past your competitive playing days. Remember, you can love other sports, but tennis is the only sport where love is literally part of the game. Here are the honorees for the Female Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Female Tennis Player of the Year is Sarah Snyder of St. Andrews School.
Sarah Snyder showed her dominance in her final year with the St. Andrews girls tennis team, as she won the individual and doubles state championships. The senior helped lead St. Andrews to a 5th straight team championship and became the 11th player to win 5 individual or double state titles, despite missing 1 championship season due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Snyder will continue her tennis career with Furman University next season.
Congratulations, Sarah. Here are the honorees for the Male Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Male Tennis Player of the Year is Jamison Corsillo of Pinecrest School.
A decorated player on and off the high school circuit, Jamison Corsillo capped off an undefeated season by winning the 2A state singles title. The Pinecrest School star, ranked as the number 52 player in the country, is set to join the Notre Dame Fighting Irish for the 2021-22 season.
Congratulations, Jamison.
Bruce Springsteen once topped the charts with his iconic album, Born to Run. But for this ultra marathon man, those aren't words that you sing. Those are words you live by. Presenting the awards for cross country, Dean Karnazes.
Dean Karnazes, the legendary Badwater ultramarathon champion, running 135 miles through Death Valley in 124-degree heat. He later ran a marathon at the South Pole. This superhuman and best-selling author has run 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 days.
Hey guys, Dean Karnazes here to talk a little cross country. But first, a quick confession. I only ran cross country as a freshman in high school. Our team won the state championships and I figured that I couldn't top that, so I stopped running. Until later in life. Now I've raced and competed on all 7 continents. But enough about me. This is about you guys, the best cross country runners from across the country. Here are the honorees for the Female Cross Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are and the Female Cross Country Runner of the Year is Pia Bollier of Boca Raton Community High School.
Boca Raton Community High School's Pia Bollier outpaced the field throughout her senior season, despite not being able to participate in the Class 4A state final due to COVID-19 restrictions. After missing her junior year with a broken foot, Bollier won every meet she competed in this season, including the Tri-County and Palm Beach County Championships, and consistently had the top times in the area. Bollier will continue her career as a soccer player with Princeton University next season.
Congratulations, Pia. Here are the honorees for the Male Cross Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Male Cross Country Runner of the Year is Javier Vento of Belen Jesuit Preparatory School.
Javier Vento, a Florida Gators recruit, claimed the Class 3A individual state title with a time of 15 minutes, 22.2 seconds, and helped the Jesuits win the team championship. It was nothing new to the long-running South Florida champion. The senior also won state as a sophomore and became just the second two-time champion in Belen Jesuits' celebrated annals.
Congratulations, Javier.
We have loved seeing how you are celebrating. Thank you for posting and letting us celebrate with you. Keep posting on Instagram and Twitter using the hashtags for a chance to win an autographed gift from one of our featured guests tonight. Now let's hear from some honorees with our friends, Matt and Tyler.
Thanks, Abby. One thing you could say about us athletes is some of us tend to be a little superstitious.
Some eat the same thing before every game, some listen to the same music, some people even wear the same socks for every game for years.
Really? Bro, those Sam's Club socks?
Come on, bro.
The thick cotton ones?
I know, but we had socks from our school. You wouldn't wear them. You would stink up the whole place because you wouldn't even wash them. You'd forget to wash them. You still do that same thing in my apartment.
In any case, we want to hear from some of the greats. Let's see what they've done to lock in the wins.
I think I used to have like a ton of rituals. Well, I'm a pitcher, and so we're kind of known for being a little different.
I had my special hair ties. I would have to shower before every competition.
I've always had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before I played.
I pretty much just put on my right sock before my left shoe before my right shoe. I never touched the lines. I always warmed up 27 minutes before game time.
But my one, I guess, like pregame ritual would be that I always pass with one particular teammate, Lauren Meyer.
I didn't have any rituals or lucky anything, and I tried to stay away from those things because luck scares me.
There are some things in certain playlists that might last an entire season, or you might listen to a certain playlist that you made and lose or have a bad game, and that thing gets erased pretty quickly.
I do 3 claps on the blocks, typically before I start my race.
Like if I do something before a workout, before a competition, and I notice that I had a good day, I now have to do said thing until the meet is done.
Obviously all rituals are a mental thing, but they were a big part of my preparation.
Kind of like Dumbo's feather. Like you don't need the feather to fly. You have it within you.
30 minutes before game time, yeah, it's embarrassing. 4 chocolate chip cookies and an orange Powerade.
Well, that certainly was educational, whatever it takes, right?
Yeah.
And what about you, Desmond? I would think a Heisman Trophy winner would have some good pregame rituals. Did you do anything?
Yeah, you know, it's pretty silly and goofy, but I used to put everything on in the same particular order. No matter if we're home or away, like the right sock and the left sock. You know, it's just, I know it's ridiculous. I do it now, even when I put on my suit.
So you put your suit on in that particular order that you used to put your uniform on today? That's what you did?
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I like to hear. All right, that was very good. So moving on, let's get to our next set of awards.
Okay, let's be honest. I'm never going to suit up in a goalie gear and stand in front of a 100-mile-an-hour slap shot or block Shaq's shot. But I have put on a pair of tri-colored rented shoes and rode a ball down a greased lane with some friends. So with the help of legendary Chris Barnes, let's go bowling, man.
Chris Barnes, the Kansas native, has claimed 19 PBA Tour titles during his 20-plus year bowling career. This 2018 PBA Hall of Fame inductee has rolled 55 perfect games and is the only bowler in history to win Collegiate Player of the Year, the PBA Rookie of the Year, PBA Player of the Year, World Cup Champion, and the World Singles Gold Medal.
Hey everybody, Chris Barnes here to give a much-deserved shout-out to my fellow bowlers. For some reason, bowling doesn't seem to get as much love out there in the world as some other high school sports. I, for one, can't think of a single reason why that would be. As the fastest-growing high school sport in America, it seems times are changing. In our sport where perfection is an attainable goal, an accomplished bowler will always have a keen eye, laser-like attention to detail, and they'll have to make all parts of their game work together to be in absolute harmony with their surroundings, just like an athlete in any other sport. So I'm not sure why there is often this subtle lack of respect for bowling out there in the media. Maybe it's the shoes? But at least we don't have referees, right? Here are your honorees for the Female Bowler of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Female Bowler of the Year is Katarina Hagler of Coral Springs Charter School.
Katarina Hagler made the most of a unique freshman season, during which she posted top scores in the Broward and Tri-County Championships, while also bowling anchor for the boys team, which won the Tri-County team title. Hagler has been a dominant player on the Coral Springs Charter bowling team for 3 years, but was unable to participate in the state finals this season due to COVID-19 restrictions.
Congratulations, Katarina. And now for the guys' lane. Here are your honorees for the Male Bowler of the Year. And the finalists are And the Southeast Florida Male Bowler of the Year is Anderson Allen of Coral Springs Charter School.
Despite not being able to participate in the state championships due to the coronavirus pandemic, Coral Spring High's Anderson Allen rolled a dominant season to earn the Tri-County and Broward County individual bowling titles. Allen helped lead Coral Springs to a second-place finish in the Tri-County event and top honors in the Broward County Championship after he transferred from Coral Springs Charter for his senior season. Allen posted a season average of .228.
Congratulations, Anderson.
In the sport of water polo, think of it like icebergs, amazing displays above the water that'll take your breath away, with a whole lot more going on below the surface. Tactical skill while swimming, throwing, catching, and maneuvering around the competition. Trust me, it's not easy. But these next set of award winners are making it look like it is. Let's meet these virtuosos, the honorees for water polo.
Here are your female honorees. Here are your finalists.
And the Southeast Florida Female Water Polo Athlete of the Year is Alyssa Pasquale of Gulliver Prep. True to her water polo bloodline, Alyssa Pasquale was born in Brazil, moved to Florida in middle school, and was a starter since her freshman year at Gulliver. A member of the Brazilian national team, Pasquale is among the state's best at not only scoring goals, but taking the ball away from opponents. She paired her 84 goals with 84 steals this season. She'll continue her water polo career with reigning national champion Stanford University. Congratulations, Alyssa.
And now for the guys. Here are your male honorees. Here are your finalists.
And the Southeast Florida Male Water Polo Athlete of the Year is J.C. Pompa of Gulliver Prep. J.C. Pompa shined for Gulliver Prep, finishing with 87 goals, 30 assists, and 59 steals this season. A strong and efficient center, Pompa helped Gulliver notch a perfect 25-0 record and state title, racking up 9 goals in the championship game. Gulliver's 2-year captain will continue his water polo career at Bucknell University. Congratulations, JC.
When you're on the track, you know records are made to be broken, and legends can be made in a fraction of a second. That's why you always have to come with your best. You never know when it's your time to make your mark and when the world is watching.
And the world definitely watched our next presenter. He remains the only man to win gold in the 200 and 400 at the same Olympics. The one and only legendary sprinter, Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson. This Texan dominated sprinting for most of the 90s. Of his 16 major international medals, not a single one isn't gold. After becoming the first and only man to defend an Olympic 400-meter title in Sydney, and to this day, the U.S. records in the 200, 300, and 400 meters still bear his name.
Hey everybody, Michael Johnson here to help celebrate the amazing achievements of the athletes from the friendliest sport there is, track and field. I know all those other sports will be mad that I said that, but think about it. When most sports have teams come together to compete, they call it a game. Some call it a match. But when we compete, where do we do it? At a meet. You can't get much more friendly than a meet as far as competition goes. Speaking of which, it's time to meet our honorees. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Female Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Adaya Dada Fry of St. Thomas Aquinas High School.
Idaya Fry was named the Class 4A Girls Track and Field Athlete of the Year after her dominant season helped lead St. Thomas Aquinas to its third straight state championship. The senior capped off her accolade-filled varsity career with gold medals in the 100-meter hurdles, long jump and 4x100 relay, along with a fourth-place finish in the 300-meter hurdles. Fry, who also holds the best time nationally in the 55-meter hurdles, will continue her track and field career at the University of North Carolina.
Congratulations, Idaya. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Javier Vento of Belen Jesuit Preparatory School.
Javier Vento had a monster season for Belen Jesuit on the track, leading the squad with a pair of individual titles at the 3A state meet. The distance running star, who's also a two-time individual cross-country state champ, added a new U.S. number 2 time in the mile, hitting 4 minutes 9.26 seconds at the Dunbar Tigers Classic. Vento will take his impressive high school resume to the University of Florida in the fall.
Congratulations, Javier.
It is called the beautiful game. And we're 3.5 billion soccer fans, that's right, billion with a B, around the world. I think you have a hard time arguing with that description.
Just like no one can argue that Alex Morgan is one of the most accomplished players, man or woman, in the history of the U.S. national team, and the perfect choice to present our soccer awards.
When Alex Morgan steps on the pitch, it is game on. With a knack for late-game heroics, Morgan's goal in extra time in the semifinals of the London Olympics helped propel the U.S. to gold. She would go on to win the World Cup in 2014 and 19.
Hey everybody, Alex Morgan here. I've been so fortunate with all the things I've been able to do thanks to soccer. And you might be looking wide-eyed at that list of accomplishments, so it might surprise you to know that in this interaction we are having right now, I'm the envious one. I'm not kidding, because you guys are in or just finished high school, and I absolutely loved my time in high school. It was Dunbar High School in Southern California. Go Brahmas! Our colors were purple and gold, and our cheer was loud and proud. Yeah, that stuff stays with you. I'm envious because high school is special. You guys have your whole life ahead of you, which is scary, but also really exciting at the same time. So congrats on all your accolades, and just try to really enjoy the ride. Your older self will thank you, trust me. Here are your honorees for the Female Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Female Soccer Player of the Year is Madison Young of Cardinal Gibbons High School.
Madison Young was a master of the back line as she helped lead Cardinal Gibbons to its first ever girls soccer state championship. The senior defender demonstrated a top work ethic throughout her varsity tenure, while her talent and reliability were cornerstones of the soccer team's success. Young will continue her soccer career in state at the University of Florida next season.
Congrats, Madison. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Male Soccer Player of the Year is Emiliano Souza of Belen Jesuit Preparatory High School.
Emiliano Souza was a key playmaker in the Belen Jesuit boys soccer program's state championship winning season. The senior midfielder led the team in scoring as the Wolverines won their first state title in 5 years. Souza lifted Belen Jesuit with 2 overtime goals in the semifinals before the Wolverines went on to upset 7-time and reigning champion Tampa Jesuit in the double overtime state championship game.
Congratulations, Emiliano.
Hey guys, it's Aaron Rodgers, and I'll be handing off some football awards in just a bit. Maybe I'll be saying your name, so stick around to find out.
I used to think I didn't have what it takes to be strong, to be a leader, to persevere, to be courageous. But I had it in me all along.
The power to push past every obstacle.
To speak up.
To learn my voice matters.
To be who I want.
To change the world. I have the courage to be drug-free. Do you?
You know, sometimes scoreboards and record books don't tell the entire story. And it's a team that doesn't win the title that everyone remembers.
The Top Team Fan Favorite Award recognizes teams who exceeded expectations and uplifted their fans regardless of their final record. For this award, each community nominates and votes for the most inspiring team from their area.
And now, for the Duffy Sports Grill Top Team Fan Favorite Award.
Here are your honorees. Here are your finalists. And the winner is...
The American Heritage Girls Basketball team fought through more adversity than most teams in the country this year. Like everyone, they had to deal with the pandemic, multiple quarantines, and cancellations. But unlike other teams, they also shined a light on racial and social injustice within their school and community, and gained support from WNBA players, national media, and celebrities. The team faced repercussions, including canceled games, press spotlight, and pressure to stay silent as a result of wearing Black Lives Matter t-shirts during warm-ups in response to racial slurs in an online class that they felt were not dealt with appropriately. The team went on to win its region and reached the Class 4A semifinals for the first time in school history.
Congratulations, great job.
Now, Laurie, you know they say defense wins championships. I know you won't get any argument about that from our next presenter. But even if you did, I'm pretty sure you'd let him win that argument.
Yeah, I'd sure stay out of his way. Also, those people haven't met you. But anyway, here to present the Defensive Football Player of the Year is TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, the youngest in an NFL family dynasty, was drafted in the first round by the Steelers in 2017 and became the first rookie to start at linebacker for the Black and Gold in more than 30 years. He has earned 3 Pro Bowl selections, led the league in sacks in 2020, and is a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year finalist.
Hey everybody, it's TJ Watt, giving some much-deserved props to the defenders out there. We all know that the offense is the one everybody likes to talk about and read about during the season. But over the long haul, history looks back kindly on those who defend. Think about it. The heroes of the Alamo, they were defenders. The iconic and beloved lawyer Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird, defender. Even one of the early super popular video games back in the 80s was called, you guessed it, Defender. And how would you describe a talented player on the other side of the ball? You call them offensive, like a bad smell or a horrendous outfit, like that uncle who always jokes weirdly at Christmas. So keep doing what you're doing out there on the field. People may go nuts for the quarterbacks today, but they'll always remember you defenders for years to come. Here are your honorees for the Defensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Defensive Football Player of the Year is Leonard Taylor of Miami Palmetto Senior High School.
Considered to be the best defensive tackle in the country, Leonard Taylor, a 6'4", 290-pound force, spurred the Panthers to the Class 8A semifinals with a 7-game campaign that featured his highlight reel of 23 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles. Oh, and he blocked 2 kick attempts too. Taylor's fans will not have to travel far to see him at the next level, as he will play for the Miami Hurricanes.
Congratulations, Leonard.
A big thanks to TJ Watt for helping us out with the defense. And before we move on to offense, I was thinking, Desmond, if I could get you, TJ, and our next presenter on my flag football team, I could go ahead and just plan the victory dinner before the season even started.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, man, I love to run routes for this guy. His accuracy and creativity as a signal caller make him a receiver's dream.
So more of my flag football team later, but he is one of the best and has certainly carved out a place for his name in the record books. Here to present is legendary quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
Super Bowl champion Aaron Rodgers holds the league's lowest career interception percentage and the highest single-season passer rating in history. The 9-time Pro Bowl selection was also named the NFL's most valuable player last season, the third MVP trophy of his illustrious career.
Hey everybody, Aaron Rodgers here to hand out some awards to incredibly deserving high school football players. Of course, that got me thinking about all the things I love about our sport. One of the most underrated aspects of football, the terminology. I mean, we got the blitz, the bomb, the sack, wild card. We spike, we trap, we fly, we Hail Mary from time to time. Those are fun. No offense to other sports, but while they dribble or bunt, we hit the hole and shoot the gap. They can't stand tall with the Statue of Liberty or transform a turnover into a touchdown with the fumble-rooski. So what do you say? We get in victory formation as we salute some amazing athletes from the gridiron. Here are the honorees for the Offensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Offensive Football Player of the Year is Anthony Hankerson of St. Thomas Aquinas High School.
Anthony Hankerson took on the role of full-time running back for the Raiders this season, and he has not slowed since. In all, Hankerson, who split time at linebacker previously, totaled 1,189 yards and 14 touchdowns in 9 games for the state champions. His rushes turned recruiters' heads, and scholarship offers have been coming in from SEC and ACC programs as he continues to build momentum heading into his senior season.
Congrats, Anthony. Here are the honorees for the Flag Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Flag Football Player of the Year is Sydney Ford of Western High School.
Sydney Ford's dynamic play helped lead the Western flag football team to place second in the 2A state tournament. The junior finished her season third in the state in passing yards and second in completed touchdowns, while spending time at quarterback and linebacker. Ford is also involved in basketball and soccer at Western and was named first team All-State as a wide receiver during her freshman season, alongside her sister Samantha, who played quarterback.
Congratulations, Sydney.
Imagine for a moment what it would be like to go through your day carrying around something that weighs the same as you do. Now imagine that weight isn't playing nice and is fighting you the whole time. It would get pretty exhausting, pretty fast. Welcome to the life of a wrestler. Here to help us award these masters of the mat is freestyle Olympic champion Kyle Snyder.
Kyle Snyder, aka Captain America, in 2016 became the youngest Olympic gold medalist and world champion in American wrestling history. He helped Team USA win its first world championship in more than 20 years. He'll be repping the red, white, and blue again when he attempts to defend his freestyle Olympic gold in Tokyo.
Hey everybody, Kyle Snyder here. If you want to have a long and successful wrestling career, you have to embrace a concept that is foreign to most Americans. I'm talking about kilograms. That measure of weight that school children and the rest of the world use with ease, but adults in the US can't seem to wrap their heads around. So if you already have a handle on it, you're ahead of the game. It's kind of like learning the language of your opponents. Here are your honorees for the Wrestler of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Wrestler of the Year is Darian Estevez of Somerset Academy, Pembroke Pines campus.
Darian Estevez's wrestling career with Somerset finished on a high note as he won his first individual state title after being a runner-up 2 times prior. The senior helped lead Somerset to victories in both the dual and independent state team championships, while the Panthers also won their first ever regional title. Estevez lost just 1 match during his senior season and concluded his varsity wrestling career with 6 district titles, 5 regional titles, and 1 state championship.
Congratulations, Darian. And now, let's take a look at some amazing athletes in weightlifting. Here are your honorees for the Female Weightlifter of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Female Weightlifter of the Year is Jimena Carrera of Palm Beach Gardens Community High School.
Jimena Carrera has made a big impact on the Palm Beach Garden girls weightlifting team in just a year and a half, this season becoming the school's first ever state championship winner. The junior recorded a career best lift at the Class 3A Girls Weightlifting Championship to cap off a record-setting year for Palm Beach Gardens. Carrera's undying work ethic helped the school win its district and place 5th in regionals.
Congratulations, Jimena. And now for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Weightlifter of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Male Weightlifter of the Year is Yasbani Gonzalez of Seminole Ridge Community High School.
Yosbani Gonzalez finished his varsity weightlifting career on a high note as he won the gold medal in the state championship. The senior placed first in the heavyweight class, and the team tied for 9th overall at the state meet. Gonzalez also won the regional weightlifting championship and was heavily active in Seminole Ridge athletics, as he also played defensive tackle for the football team.
Congratulations, Yasbani.
We all have that person we look to for inspiration, that drives us to be better, that in turn helps us become an example for somebody else.
And the cycle keeps repeating. Let's take a moment to hear about some of the people who've inspired athletes at every level.
Hey guys, we're back. So let's talk about role models.
Being that person who inspires others is what it's all about. It's one of the main reasons why we started ABC Food Tours, to share experiences, become mentors, and help kids in our communities.
I mean, it's one of my favorite things we do. Give back to the kids, have fun with them, learn from them, teach them a little bit. Nothing better.
Yeah, it's been super rewarding. You know, it's a lot of the lessons that I thought that I'd be teaching these kids is what I've learned from
them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so mentoring, you learn a lot by giving, but you also learn a lot by receiving.
Exactly.
Even the pros have role models. Let's hear who inspired them and who they looked up to.
My role model was Lisa Fernandez. Her standard of excellence was so high.
Peekaboo Street was mine, and without her, you know, I don't know if I would be where I am. So I'm very, very grateful to her.
My role model is Alex Morgan.
My parents inspire me because they raised 3 strong daughters.
My role model growing up was Cal Ripken. He was the all-around player. He was the Rookie of the Year. He was an MVP. He was a world champion. All things that I wanted to accomplish in my career.
My fiance Megan is also a little bit of my role model, just to see how she carries herself. I have a front row seat to it.
I tried to change it to a real model.
I look up to people who are authentic.
You know, I always tell kids it's good to admire somebody. If you like what they do, steal it.
My role model are my parents and siblings.
My role model is my father.
Both of my parents, going back from day one, driving us all around, both of my brothers and I.
My older brother was a great athlete, and I was always chasing after him.
I think the memory of my mom, because she was always so kind and so smart.
The military and their effect they had on me in my rehab.
You hope that as an athlete you can have a positive impact on the community, and there's ways you do it vocally, through social media today, and most importantly through action in the communities.
And so to potentially be that for somebody else obviously is an amazing feeling.
Chipper Jones here. Let's see who really knocked it out of the park this year. Coming up right after this.
Excuse me?
Hey, how's it going? Can I get you a drink?
Oh, no, I'm just up here to order some food.
No, please, I got this round. Hey, can we get a couple drinks down here? Hey, buddy, can we get some drinks? These guys are slammed today. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, what you drinking? Can I buy you a drink?
Guys, seriously? I'm just trying to order some fries.
Hey, man, I'm getting her a drink.
No.
No, I mean, I'm getting her one right now.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Hey, girl, I got you.
Wow, thank you. How did you get these so fast?
I ordered it to refill.
What's refill?
It's a new fast and easy way to order your food online.
Oh, you can just order it right from the bar.
Yep.
And I bring it to you.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Softball might be the most misnamed sport there is. First off, the ball isn't soft at all. Just ask anyone who's ever been hit by one. Secondly, pitchers routinely hurl it over 70 miles an hour, standing only 43 feet from home plate. So don't confuse softball for being soft. To present our next set of awards, here's legendary pitcher Jennie Finch.
An icon of the diamond, Jennie Finch caught the nation's attention pitching the University of Arizona to a national championship in 2001. 3 years later, she was on the world stage, helping lead Team USA to the gold medal at the Athens Olympics. She would later collect a silver medal in Beijing and go on to boast an outstanding pro career on her way to the National Softball Hall of Fame.
Hey everybody, Jennie Finch here with a question for all you softball players out there. Why can't they make a great sports movie about women's softball? Is it really that hard? I mean, our smaller sphered cousin baseball has tons of them. Sure, there's that comedy All-Stars, but that's really more about the parents than it is about the players. Even A League of Their Own is about women's baseball, where there is no crying, not softball. It makes no sense. Our sport provides plenty of drama. I don't know about you, but I've met some unforgettable characters in and around the diamond. And you have a built-in audience dying to see their sport up on the silver screen. So for any of you softball players out there with a mile-wide creative streak, start gathering some fun stories, start putting together some characters, and getting them down on paper. And let's see if we can make a movie about the greatest sport in the world, softball. And while we wait for that, let's give out some awards. Here are your honorees for the Softball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Softball Player of the Year is Alyssa Zabala of Doral Academy.
Alyssa Zabala was a force on the mound as she helped lead the Doral Academy softball team to its first ever state title. The junior pitcher recorded a dominant 23-win season behind a .78 ERA and 193 strikeouts. That included a 2-hit shutout performance in the state championship game. Zabala placed third for Class 6A Player of the Year and continues to receive interest from Division I programs.
Congratulations, Alyssa.
In 1936, Major League Baseball became the first professional sport in North America to establish a Hall of Fame as a way to remember the greats of the game from every generation. Induction to the Hall is seen as the highest honor of an extraordinary player's remarkable career. To present our baseball awards is first ballot Hall of Famer Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones was selected by the Atlanta Braves as the #1 overall pick in 1990 and went on to become a mainstay in a Braves dynasty that claimed 11 consecutive division crowns and a World Series title. He captured 2 Silver Slugger awards and was the National League MVP in 1999.
Hey everybody, can't tell you how proud I am to be a part of this presentation to all you hardworking baseball players out there. I also want to say how impressed I am at all the stats you guys use these days. Y'all have a measure for everything. When I was playing, we didn't talk much about range factors or wins above replacement or bequeathed runners scored. Heck, we didn't even know what bequeath was. The only time we ever talked about launch angle was if we happened to see the space shuttle taking off. And exit velocity was how fast the fans left after big loss. But by embracing all the statistical analysis, you're getting new insights into this great game. You're also probably getting a lot better scores on your math tests, so keep up the good work. And don't let your BABIP affect your WOBA, whatever that means. Here are your honorees for the Baseball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Baseball Player of the Year is Roman Anthony of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School.
Roman Anthony was Stoneman Douglas's offensive leader as the baseball program took home its second state championship in the last 6 years. Anthony lived up to the big moments in his junior season as he drove in key runs and led the team in stolen bases during the Eagles' record 28-win season. He batted .462 with 5 home runs. Though Anthony returns to Stoneman Douglas for one more year, the outfielder has committed to continue his baseball career at Ole Miss.
Congratulations, Roman.
Many of the athletes featured tonight will continue their athletic careers in college.
But our next presenter's talents were so prodigious that the professional leagues couldn't wait. To hand out our basketball awards, we have the big ticket himself, Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett, dubbed Mr. Basketball USA in 1995, was the first player drafted by the NBA straight out of high school in more than 20 years. This 15-time All-Star earned MVP and Defensive Player of the Year honors and an Olympic gold medal. Here he is, the big ticket himself.
Hey, KG here. I know all you girls and guys have worked really hard in high school. Have totally earned all the props and recognition you're getting. But no matter how long you play this game, know one thing, they will never teach you at any point along the way is how to give out awards. I tell you right now, it's not easy. It's great that our country is a melting pot and we have people from all over. But that also means that the names can be pronounced a million different ways. So be kind to the big ticket, if you will. If I accidentally mispronounce your name or if I don't get your name right perfectly, I mean, no disrespect. I have just seen these winners' names and I'm gonna try my best, okay? So let's get to it. Here are some honorees for the Female Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are in the Southeast Florida Female Basketball Player of the Year is Talia Weish of American Heritage School's Broward campus.
Talia Weich's tenure at American Heritage coincided with 4 state championship titles, and that was no accident. The athletic and dynamic senior forward elevated her game each season and averaged a double-double over the past 2 years alongside her twin sister Tatiana as American Heritage girls basketball grew into a powerhouse. Talia and Tatiana will stay in state and continue their basketball careers at the University of Florida.
Congratulations, Talia. And now for the ballers on the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the male basketball player of the year. And the finalists are in the Southeast Florida Male Basketball Player of the Year is Josh Minot of St. Andrews School.
Josh Minot excelled in his senior season as he stepped up as a leader and helped St. Andrews reach the regional semifinals. The forward emerged as one of the top offensive threats in the state while picking up his production on the boards and nearly averaging a double-double. Minot will continue his basketball career under Coach Penny Hardaway at the University of Memphis.
Congratulations, Josh.
The Courage Award, presented by the Hanley Foundation.
Hello, high school athletes. I'm Jan Carnes, CEO for Hanley Foundation. It is such an honor to be a sponsor of the Southeast High School Sports Awards. At Hanley Foundation, we educate, change minds, and save lives with our evidence-based programs that are proven through research to prevent and delay the use of alcohol and other drugs. We want our students and our communities to be healthy, to play their favorite sports for many years to come. I am so proud of each of you, and congratulations to all of our athletes.
Courage means getting up after you've been knocked down. Failure is refusing to get up. Courage is getting up and doing something about it.
Courage means being uncomfortable and being okay with that.
Be willing to take a chance and maybe go against the flow.
To put yourself on the line for something.
I was always taught that courage means doing the right thing when no one's looking.
Courage means stepping out of your comfort zone.
Courage means you're fearless.
Courage means facing your fears and saying, I'm not scared of you.
Courage means doing the right thing all the time, not just when people are watching.
Courage can mean that you're just not afraid to make mistakes.
Not the absence of fear, but I think confronting your fears.
One of my favorite quotes is by Mary Ann Radmacher. It says, courage does not always roar. Some days, courage is the little voice that says, I'll try again tomorrow.
Courage truly means so many things. Overcoming challenges is the very essence of sports. But there are times when adversity comes after the whistles have blown and the horns have sounded, and it's devastating. The Courage Award is given to an athlete who has faced tremendous hardship and through their strength and tenacity were able to rise above it.
In 2018, a traumatic on-field leg injury threatened to end Alex Smith's professional football career and his life. After 17 surgeries, a lethal infection, and 2 years of grueling rehab, he stepped back into the huddle to help lead the Washington football team to an improbable playoff berth. Here to honor our recipient and present the 2021 Courage Award is a man who is no stranger to hardship himself, 2020 NFL Comeback Player of the Year, Alex Smith.
There are a lot of ways to define courage. For me, courage is like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. And the grace exhibited by our Courage Award winner is something to behold. Courage can be found overcoming a sudden and traumatic event, or conquering a lifelong condition in ways the rest of us can't even imagine. What makes this athlete truly amazing is that they shared their very difficult, very personal story in order to help the next person who has the same brutal hill to climb. They found a way to turn courage into something shared, something inspiring, something beautiful. And the recipient of the Courage Award for Southeast Florida is Jamarian Stiles of Village Academy.
If you ever have any type of doubt at all, that you can or cannot do something, look at Jamarion.
I've actually been playing sports since 6th grade. What made me want to get involved more was I got tired of going home, just going straight home after school, not doing anything. So I had to explore different things.
From the first time I met him, I realized that, man, he just wanted to be treated like everybody else. He didn't want any special treatment. He never made any excuses about anything that happened. He always just gave 110%.
There was a lot of difficulties, just getting the hang of basketball itself, dribbling, shooting, just none of this came just gifted. It was just practice.
His teammates, they really loved him, and he was like an ultimate team player. If he wasn't in the game, he was cheering them on, words of encouragement.
The first time I felt like I could ball was, in the driveway, just shooting deep range. I was scoring a lot by myself, with my cousin outside, and just brought it onto the real court.
One game we were playing a school, he got in, and he got open. They passed the ball to him, and the people, they closed out, and he made a shot right in one of the guys' face, and everybody just went wild and everything.
Clearly, the guy, I've seen him catch a football, I've seen him throw it, I've seen him, shoot a basketball. So it wasn't a matter of, he does the drills. So it was never a matter of, hey, can he do this? It was always more, hey, how do we just make sure that, he's safe, while he's doing it?
Coach Headley always said, this is not your only position. You don't know what you can do until you try other things. Went to receiver, balled out, made that my main position.
If you talk to him long enough, you'll see he's a very, very confident kid. And he's like, yo, coach, put me anywhere. I'll be your best corner. If you want me to play receiver, I'll play receiver. And, I always kind of tease him like, yo, Jamarion, look, if I put you at receiver, you better not drop my football.
No, I do what I know I can do and just keep it there.
He has such a presence about him that, hey, however you go, people are going to go. So it's so important that you always keep that positive attitude, that positive spirit, positive momentum.
He wants to work for everything he gets. He wants no handouts. I said, so you need to tell your kids to play hard. If he scores, he scores. If he doesn't, he just doesn't. But he doesn't want any handouts.
Well, I get that question a lot. Simple, do you want your orange back? I absolutely don't think I need them at all. I'm doing perfectly fine without them. Just keep going.
At the end of the day, it's very apparent, obviously, that he has some challenges. You don't have to look far for inspiration. If you want excuses on why you can or can't do something, like look to this guy literally next to you, and there's no limitations.
Don't stop chasing your dreams. Keep going. Nothing's impossible. Don't use the word can't in your vocabulary.
Congratulations, Jamarion. Don't let anything stop you.
Hey, high school sports fans, it's the Big Aristotle here to present some of the biggest awards of the night. So stick around. I've been preparing all week. I really hope I make Miss Swan proud. That's my 4th grade teacher. Definitely don't want to end up in detention again.
We've seen so many outstanding individual achievements in all different sports from this past school year. But now we focus on the heart of high school athletics, the team. And a crucial ingredient for success at any level, the coach.
And to present our awards for the best team and best coach, please welcome someone who is no stranger to success, legendary coach Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer has found success at every stop of his coaching career, including 2 national championships. He's the winner of multiple National Coach of the Year awards, and this fall, he'll make his NFL debut as head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hi guys, we know that good coaches and teams of this world are judged by the wins and losses. But we all know that there's a lot more behind the scenes. Strategy, teaching, training, and a lot of pushing. But a coach excels when his or her team truly comes together as one. And you know, it doesn't matter what sport you play. There really is nothing like being part of an exceptional team. It's never easy, of course. Nothing worthwhile ever is. The hours and hours of practice, the growth of a unit, going through all the ups and downs, the highs and lows of a season together. When you become a great team, a special bond forms between the players, the coaches, and the support staff. That's like nothing else I've ever felt. Yes, there's some magic needed to make great coaches and great teams, but don't take this old coach's word for it. Let's hear from some athletes who know a thing or two about winning.
A good teammate accepts you as you are, yet challenges you to become even better because they see the best in you.
A good teammate is someone who wants the same amount of success for you as they do themselves.
A good teammate is unselfish.
Somebody who always stays positive.
The way you grow, the way your game grows, the way your IQ grows, a lot of times is off the basis of how you're coached.
A good coach is consistent.
A good coach is someone that can motivate you to do things that your mind doesn't even think you can do.
Good coaches understand that their role is not just to coach, but to teach, to inspire, and motivate an athlete.
Okay guys, they really did say it best. But now let's give out some awards to some who've proven they know what it takes to come together as a team and bring home the wins. Here are your finalists for the Team of the Year. And the Southeast Florida Team of the Year is Marjorie Stoneman Douglas Baseball.
Stoneman Douglas Baseball dominated this spring, outscoring opponents 239-62 en route to winning the Class 7A state championship, the second state title in program history. Led by Southeast Florida Baseball Player of the Year, Roman Anthony, the Eagles' bats could not be stopped as they averaged nearly 8 runs per game and scored in all 30, finishing with a 28-2 record. The pitching staff and defense also did its part, holding opponents to a little over 2 runs per game. At one point during the season, Douglas won 16 consecutive games. Although the streak ended with a loss in the regular season finale, the Eagles went 7-0 in the postseason to win state. That included a dramatic regional final win over Palm Beach Gardens. Down to their last strike, Douglas battled back to tie the game and then won it with a 2-run walk-off homer. A semifinal win over Columbus followed, and then Douglas cruised to a state title with a 5-1 win over Spruce Creek in the final. The Eagles rounded out their year with a couple of top 5 national rankings. They were ranked 2nd in the nation by Perfect Game and 4th by Max Preps.
Congratulations, way to claim another state title. Now for the Coach of the Year, and the finalists are and the Southeast Florida Coach of the Year is Terry Kaiser of Lake Worth Christian School.
Longtime Lake Worth Christian volleyball coach Terry Kaiser lost her top player from the program's 2019 state champion and current Michigan State Spartan, Sarah Franklin. But that didn't stop the defenders. With Franklin's younger sister Kelly leading the way, Kaiser guided Lake Worth Christian to a repeat Class 2A state championship and an 18-2 overall record. The defenders celebrated their 5th state title, and the second time Kaiser has guided the program to back-to-back championships. In over 40 years as a coach, Kaiser has also led Lake Worth Christian to 11 state finals, finishing runner-up 6 times. Kaiser is also a breast cancer survivor and underwent chemotherapy treatment during the 2015 season. That didn't stop Kaiser and the defenders from winning the state championship, and Kaiser was named the 2015 Volleyball Coach of the Year. With Kelly Franklin returning for her senior season this fall, Kaiser is planning to remain on the sidelines and continue an outstanding coaching career that has seen her rack up numerous accolades.
Congratulations, Coach. Excellent job.
Good evening. I'm Reggie LaRoche, Assistant Vice President at Baptist Health. I'm excited that you're here with us tonight to celebrate the many young and talented athletes who call South Florida home. At Baptist Health, we care for athletes at all levels, from members of our professional sports team to even the weekend warriors. We're always impressed by the determination and skill of all those that we see, but there's one group of athletes that continually amazes us every single day, and that is you, our high schoolers. So that is why we feel especially privileged to sponsor the 2021 Male and Female Athletes of the Year. So in addition to breaking records and earning trophies, these outstanding athletes exhibit abilities in areas that will take them far in life, no matter what field that they will pursue. They persevere through setbacks. They don't back down from challenge. They're disciplined and focused. And I'm sure your parents will agree that you guys are wise beyond your years. And most importantly, I feel that they are leaders who are compassionate team players. So congratulations to this year's Male and Female Athletes of the Year. We are proud to honor you and your achievements, and we cannot wait to see what you do next.
All right, guys, the moment we have all been waiting for. It's time to reveal the top male and female athletes of the year. Yes. These are exemplary athletes who have stolen the spotlight, dominated the season, and shown what it means to be unstoppable.
To give us a helping hand with the Female Athlete of the Year is the all-time assist leader in WNBA history, the great Sue Bird.
Sue Bird has been a basketball superstar for more than 25 years. She earned the Naismith College Player of the Year and a 3-time Nancy Lieberman Award winner. Bird was the #1 pick of the 2002 WNBA draft, an 11-time All-Star, 2 NCAA championships, 4 WNBA crowns, 4 Olympic gold medals, 4 FIBA World Cup titles, plus a dozen or so International League titles. Female Athlete of the Year, presented by Baptist Health.
Hey everybody, Sue Bird here. We've arrived at my favorite part of the show. Female Athlete of the Year brings together the best of the best, all in one award. It's kind of like that scene in Endgame when all the female heroes assemble, only instead of lasers, swords, and tricked out suits, you gals have sports equipment. But you get the idea. The point is, you have all excelled in your individual sports. You have all overcome obstacles standing between you and success. And you all have earned our lasting admirations. So really, there is no downside here. Just one of you gets a little bit more of an upside. But you all leave tonight winners. All right, let's meet our finalists for Female Athlete of the Year.
Saskia Hernandez, a senior at Westminster Christian School. Sarah Snyder, a senior at St. Andrew's School. And Madison Young, a senior at Cardinal Gibbons High School.
And the Southeast Florida Female Athlete of the Year is Madison Young of Cardinal Gibbons High School.
After injuries cut short her sophomore season, followed by a runner-up finish her junior year, Madison Young ended her high school career on a high note, leading Cardinal Gibbons to its first ever girls soccer state championship. A versatile player who can contribute as a midfielder or a defender, Young was the Chiefs' defensive anchor this past season. The team gave up just 9 goals in 15 games and posted 7 shutouts, including one in the Class 4A state championship game. Along with the state title, Cardinal Gibbons finished the season ranked 3rd in the state of Florida by Max Preps. Young's soccer career is far from done as she is signed with the Florida Gators. Outside of high school, Young has excelled on the youth soccer scene. For the past 3 years, she has been part of the South Florida Academy, which has teams in the Elite Clubs National League. She's also a 2-year member of Weston FC, one of the premier youth soccer clubs in South Florida.
Congratulations, Madison.
Now let's meet the contenders for Male Athlete of the Year. With so much incredible talent on display, we needed somebody of equal stature. So our final presenter of the night needs no introduction.
Yeah, but we're gonna give him one anyway, because if we don't, I know he'll call us out and he'd say, "Hey, there's Rutledge, why did you throw Jesus some love?"
Wow.
So here to present our final award of the night, the one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal, the big Aristotle himself, is feared by opponents and loved by millions. Shaq's combination of size, speed, and strength led to 4 NBA championship rings, an MVP title, 15 All-Star Game appearances, an Olympic gold medal, and a first ballot invite to the Hall of Fame. Male Athlete of the Year, presented by Baptist Health.
What's up, everybody? Diesel in the house, representing for all the major athletes out there in high school. It's time to give out the Best Male Athlete Award. Anytime somebody wants to put the word best next to your name, that is a major sign of respect. It means they know you do hard work to be great, but also you pay attention to detail. It means you rise to the occasion when your team really needs it. It means you make your parents proud. So let's give it up for the male athletes who are vying for the title of the best. And the finalists for the male athlete of the year are
Josh Minot, a senior at St. Andrew's School. Leonard Taylor, a senior at Miami Palmetto Senior High School. And Javier Vento, a senior at Belen Jesuit Preparatory School.
And the Southeast Florida Male Athlete of the Year is Leonard Taylor of Miami Palmetto Senior High School.
Due to the coronavirus pandemic, South Florida public high schools didn't officially start practicing until September and only started playing games in late October. But even with a shortened schedule, Leonard Taylor put up monster stats. In 7 games, the 5-star defensive lineman recorded 51 tackles, 23 tackles for a loss, 5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and blocked 2 kicks. In a regional final win, Taylor set up Miami Palmetto's sole touchdown, disrupting a pitch play and then recovering the fumble on the opponent's 14-yard line. He also led a defense that held opponents to less than 10 points per game and didn't give up more than 21 points in any game. The top defensive tackle in the country, Taylor also displayed some ball skills, swatting down 6 passes and recording an interception. The second-team Max Preps All-American will now join a Miami Hurricanes program on the rise, bringing his disruptive presence in a massive frame to Coral Gables and joining up with several other South Florida standouts.
Congratulations, Leonard.
What a great night. We have had so much fun celebrating your accomplishments, and we want to thank all the parents, guardians, teachers, and role models who have helped these amazing young adults get to where they are today. You're all so important.
Exactly. And to all the athletes, coaches, and winners, congratulations.
Yes.
Until next year, that's a wrap.
Yes.
Some advice I'd give to my high school self would be, don't sweat the small stuff.
I would tell my high school self to take time and enjoy the little things. High school flies by, and before you know it, you will be an adult. So have fun and enjoy the time with your friends and family.
Well, there's a couple things. I think one would to tell myself to be yourself. And a lot of times that's a lot easier said than done, but I know looking back, I was like every other high school kid, trying to figure things out, you know, seeing what your friends are doing, seeing what your family's doing, trying to see where you fit in. And I think a lot of times as kids, you know, we don't have the confidence to just be who we are.
Only surround yourself with people that you respect, that you love, that love you back, that support you. You've got to have positive enforcement in every way around you.
Continue to be a leader and not a follower. Continue to do right things in the community, in schools, around other student athletes.
It's supposed to be fun. Work hard, put everything into it, but make sure that you have joy when you compete. It's not about the outcome, it's about competing with all of your heart for something that you love. The outcome, the results will take care of themselves if you do that. So make sure you have fun with your team, rejoice in each other, rejoice in your talent, and just go for it.
I think I would tell her first and foremost to enjoy the process and have fun and stay present in the moment. And then I would say to challenge herself and to kind of run towards her fears and get uncomfortable. I think that that's where people learn and grow the most, is making mistakes, taking advantage of the mistakes as an opportunity and learning from them.
My advice would be make the most of your high school experience. How you do that, it's about people, it's about relationships.
Be yourself and be a leader before being anything.